We've just closed the shop because we close at 2 o'clock now. David and I are off to Winterskloof to go and see the coffee trees. This is exciting. We will get to all of this in good time. We've got a lot of explaining to do. Hello, David. Right now it's off to see some coffee. Harvest from last year. This year, sorry. They're all in there. So this is vermiculite with this. So that's obviously just to keep the moisture in. And then it looks just like some soil, the same soil that's in the garden, I think. Is that right?
Similar, yes.
Similar soil.
Just add a bit of river sand to it.
River sand, soil, and then vermiculite on top just for to stop evaporation. This is it. What the topsoil?
Yeah. No, it's steep, you see. It's difficult to stand and balance.
45, 50 degrees.
Still busy with it. This is September month we got from you, Michael.
They're looking so good. Wow, they've really grown.
They're looking good. It's about 45 centimeters.
From there?
Yeah. In a year.
Oh, that is more. It's like 70 centimeters in a year.
Yeah, because you brought those first last September.
In a year. This tree's grown nearly more than 70 centimeters. And you can see how steep this ground is. We're going to pull the compass out and get an orientation quickly on the slope. We've had a look at the compass on the phone, which doesn't seem to be accurate, and we don't know how else to do this, so we're going to have to maybe get a real compass and have a look. This slope seems to be, if anything, east-northeast, just north of east. Probably, like 20 degrees, 23 degrees from north. This bank is SL28s, and these were got from a different nursery person. SL28 is quite easy to tell. It's got like a coppery, rusty top leaf when they grow. Yeah, very exciting. We're going to head down to the original plot where the first trees were planted.
This is my drip irrigation.
The farmer that I spoke to in Rustenburg mentioned that if you get this right and efficient, it should cost you about R5 a tree at the end of it all, on 300.
Well, how much are those little nips?
£2.
Yeah, it's a cheap operation, but obviously distance is your factor. Well, there we have it. This is Winterskloof, and there's coffee growing here very well. These are 3 years old, and their first fruit. These are slightly behind, but all healthy, very healthy, beautiful. And as this branch extends, you're going to get more and more rows of cherries. So we have got a little spot of what looks like leaf rust, which is common. The cool thing is it's just so sparse. It's not all over the place, but we will have a look.
It's in here.
Yeah, I mean, we take a look. These are minor issues at the moment, and I think they're taken care of now. The big thing is your soil immunity. Tight jeans makes for difficult climbing. Granadillas. There are so many different types of fruit and vegetable growing in this farm. Among the snakes and the porcupine and pepperdews, we are looking at the trees that were planted yesterday. These are the ones we brought up from Beaver Creek, and we'll compare next year. So you can see that they are super small, 15 centimeters high, and we'll relook next year, and I'm sure we're going to see some amazing results. These two wonderful people that are farming coffee are really putting in all the effort and making the plants' lives as easy as possible. Again, this is a success story. of note, where it was all rumours until you put trees in the ground and then you see the proof. As we continue, there's tree tomatoes, there's granadillas, and then there's these amazing Cape gooseberries. Off the tree. Too good.
Themselves up.
Damn it.
Fascinating.
This is a potential piece of land over here that could be used again for more coffee. We're just waiting on some information. Big bugweed and cestrum. That's correct. That would need to be removed, but that's all down the line. And there's lots of ginger, but it's the wild ginger which is not good.
They just
Little
come up
toad
with their
tree. It likes being here. They're good to have in the garden. Some chilies. These are half ments. And there is little speckboom. So good to see a speckboom growing here. And now this, I think, given the climate, tiny little leaves, and it's creeping along the floor. We all know how much we love speckboom. Heading out now. That was amazing. There is such potential in this area. And on a piece of land that was purely gum trees at one stage, there now grows a variety of plants, fruit, vegetables in a full permaculture setup. So we spotted these trees of kale, and I'm 6'2", and this kale is about 5'10". This is serious kale. And who doesn't love kale? Juice just to quench the thirst, eh, Dave? Super steep. That is, look, we are up on a ledge, but when it gets going, that's at about 60 degrees at one stage down there. Cool. Well, we are done and we are heading home.